The seed of optimism. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled amidst lush greenery, there lived a wise old farmer named Jacob. Jacob was known throughout the village for his unwavering positivity, even in the face of adversity. One day, during a particularly harsh drought, the crops in the village began to wither away and despair hung heavy in the air. Despite the gloomy outlook, Jacob continued to toil away in his fields each day, planting seeds with hope in his heart. His neighbors couldn't understand his optimism. Why bother planting when the land is parched and the clouds refuse to grace us with rain? They questioned. But Jacob simply smiled and replied, "Every seed I plant carries the promise of life. Even in the darkest times, there's potential for growth." Months passed, and the drought persisted. The other farmers became increasingly disheartened, and many of them abandoned their fields altogether. Yet Jacob remained steadfast, nurturing his crops with care and watering them with the little water he had saved. Then, one miraculous morning, the sky darkened with heavy clouds, and rain began to fall upon the thirsty land. The villagers rejoiced, rushing out to witness the long-awaited downpour. As the rain soaked the earth, Jacob's fields began to flourish, bursting with vibrant greenery. His neighbors marveled at the sight, amazed by Jacob's abundant harvest, in contrast to their own barren fields. They approached him, eager to learn his secret. "It wasn't a secret," Jacob said with a twinkle in his eye. "It was simply faith and perseverance. Even in the darkest of times, I chose to believe in the potential of each seed I planted. I didn't focus on what I lacked. Instead, I focused on what I could do with what I had." The villagers realized that Jacob's positivity wasn't just a result of favorable circumstances, but a conscious choice he made every day. Inspired by his example, they returned to their own fields with renewed determination, ready to face challenges with optimism and resilience. And from that day forward, the village thrived, not only because of the rain that nourished the land, but also because of the seeds of optimism that flourished in the hearts of its people. For they had learned that in the darkest of times, it's not the absence of problems that defines us, but rather our attitude towards them. And with a positive mindset, even the harshest storms can become the seeds of our greatest growth.